Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the player ratings for Everton 2, Rotherham United 1 in the FA Cup. Everton are through to the third round, thankfully. Fourth round, thankfully. Nearly only went as far as the third round. In what was a very, very poor game at Goodison Park. A game that went into extra time that really never should have, with Everton getting a lead so early on. We should have really cruised. But we didn't. We made really hard work for ourselves. Yeah, pretty poor. Let's get into the player ratings. Robin Olsen coming in. I thought he played well today. I've given him an 8 because I think he made a lot of good saves today. He didn't have to make any like world class saves, but I just thought he made a lot of saves. Especially in the first half, there was 2 or 3, I think, in one short moment. So I thought he handled himself really well today. Did exactly what he needed. No mistakes and done the job. Basically. So I've given him an 8, and he is proven to be a good second goalkeeper or a backup or someone just pushing Jordan Pickford, and I think that's exactly what we need as we go forward to get the best out of Jordan Pickford and get some competition for him. Seamus Coleman, I didn't think Seamus played particularly well today. I thought his passing was poor. I thought he looked slow, indecisive, and I reiterate again, I think we need a top class right back at Everton now, just like we needed a top class left back when Leighton Baines was in his final years. So I've given Seamus Coleman a 5 today. On the other side, Luca Dean. I thought Luca Dean was absolutely awful today. I've given him a 3. I thought he was terrible. I thought that lad had him every time. He just destroyed him. But that's what happens when you've been out for 6-7 weeks. That's what happens. It was good that he come back. Good that he come back in this game. Got an hour under his belt. That doing well. Wasn't pretty to watch, but he's got that game under his belt now, and it's gone. And hopefully he'll get a bit more time. And obviously I don't know whether he'll start the Wolves game. It's Tuesday. Whether he'll be not fit enough, but whether his body allows him to, and whether Everton feel it's the best thing to do. But obviously the Villa game after that, if that goes ahead, because obviously with all the coronavirus stuff. So I've given him a 3. Tom Davis, I've given him a 5. Him and Gomez weren't great. Again, listen, Tom just tries to keep it neat and tidy, but sometimes you need a little bit more into stuff. Sometimes he doesn't do. And I thought there was a lot of the stuff he didn't do today, with it being just him and really Gomez in the middle of the midfield. So I've given him a 5. I don't think he was too... He was too safe, I think, and then some of his choices of his passing was pretty poor. So I've given him a 5. Gomez, I've given him a 4. I thought he was poor, to be honest. He is someone who just tries to force it. I just think for a player who's as his kind of size and what we've seen in the past, he should be doing a hell of a lot better. And yeah, it's sad really, because he came to Everton and he looked like a real top player, and he dropped off, and then he got the injury, and he's never really got up to any kind of level consistently. That's the problem with Gomez. It's that consistency. He doesn't really have it. So I've given him a 4. Iwobi, I've given him a 3. I thought he was awful. I thought he was really dreadful today. Like, just never got in the game, and when he was in the game, his final ball was dross, to be fair. So I've given him a 3. Andy Gordon, I've given him a 5. And really, he's only really had a couple of points put on because of his assist for the first goal. Again, I think the manager was really displeased with his defending for their goal. You could hear him shouting, Anthony, and then when they scored, he continued to basically shout at him. I think the manager wants more from him, more on the defensive side. And it is hard. Listen, those players today, the forward players, didn't get a lot of the ball. So when they got it, they had to do something with it. But that's where I think Carlo really doesn't trust young players, is in the defensive side of it. You know, Italian manager wants all the... You know, you've seen when we won the 4 games in December, people like Ben Godfrey really adjusting to the tactical side of what the manager wanted, not coming out of the shape. Whereas, you know, if Gomez is just... If Gordon's just going to let people drift off him, then... You know, and people score, the manager's not going to play him. But it's a learning curve at the end of the day. But anyone asking the questions of why Anthony Gordon hasn't been playing this season, it's because in game he sets a goal up and then he goes missing for the rest of the game. And this is why I've never really encouraged the idea of Anthony Gordon playing, because I don't think he's ready. And I think what happens is when a player isn't ready and he's not playing well, then fans will turn on them. After a while, the honeymoon period runs out. So you might as well wait for a player to be ready and then put him in. Otherwise, you're never going to see the full extent of what they can do. He's a good player. He just needs time. On the other side, James Rodriguez, sort of similar. I've given him a 5 as well. Apart from setting up the second goal, he didn't do much. He gave the ball away cheaply. I don't really think he fancied it today, let's be honest. He took a ball in the face. He was falling over invisible legs. I don't think he really fancied it today. But again, he's got a good run out. And that's in the bank now for the Premier League games after being out for he's been out for a month as well. Let's remember that. He's been out. And that's the same with Anthony Gordon. He's coming in from the cold. You know, it's hard to get going. We've seen that with all our players. Like so Bernard, they come in, they get a chance, and then they go out. It must be difficult if you're not playing week in and week out, where we've seen players who play in maybe positions where there aren't many people going up against them, and they get a run out, and suddenly you start seeing Ben Godfrey with a run in the team. We've seen the difference with him in the team. So yeah, I've give James Rodriguez a 5. And I've just reminded myself that I've completely forgot to do the centre-backs as well, which is good. It's good that I reminded myself. Michael Keane, I give a 6. I thought he was defensively was fine. Just thought sometimes on the ball he was a bit sloppy. But on defensively fine. Ben Godfrey, I've give a 5. I don't think he was at his best today. Again, defended, he was okay, not brilliant, okay. On the ball, but not great. And the thing about us is, and whether you like it or not, we do try and play out at the back, and that means your centre backs have got to, they've got to be better on the ball, whether you like it or not. People will say, well, they're just there to defend, and I agree, but if they're not doing what the manager asks, and Ben Godfrey's good on the ball, we've seen that, but I just didn't think he was very good today. I'll give him a 5. Yeah, so Tosin, I've gave a 6. Obviously scored his goal, took that very well. Unlucky to have a goal disallowed. But apart from that, wasn't really in the game very often. You can see why the manager doesn't really want to play him on his own, because he just doesn't cover the ground. We've always said this about him. We've always said this. You play one up front, you can't play with Tosin. I think Tosin would score goals in a team that put crosses into the box and had 2 up front. And he was the focus, like a Palace or even a West Brom or whoever. But I think that he would, but for one up front, I don't think he can cover the ground quicker. I really don't. His touch is not good enough either. His touch it bounces off and far. He's not someone who holds the ball up either. It doesn't stick to him like it does with Dom now. I've seen a little clip there, Duncan Ferguson doing an interview after the game, and he was like, that's what he is. He's a finisher. He's a finisher. Listen, loads of commenting in loads of questions and comments about the celebration. Listen, go on Twitter. You'll find out all you need to know there about the celebration. I don't know enough about it to have a conversation with people live on YouTube to have a go at the fella or not, because I don't know enough about it. I know there's something attached to what his celebration was. Whether he was doing that celebration, I don't know. Go on Twitter, find out there. You'll find out all the conspiracy theories you need to know. So I've given him a 6. The subs, the core, I've given him a 7. I think he come on and he dominated the midfield, scored the winning goal. It was exactly what we were missing. And in an ideal world, he would have started the game and just played an hour, but the manager can't foresee that. He's come on and played an hour and scored the winning goal. So I'm just happy he did. I'm happy he did that, because he was exactly what we were missing. Some of the midfield just grab the game by the scruff of the neck and run with the ball and take us up the pitch and play decisive passes and start making runs into their box to take their midfielders with them. Something Gomez and Tom Davis were unable to do, and Iwobi was unable to do as well. So I've given him a 7. Mina, I've given him a 7. I thought he was great when he came on. Really got hold of, they were starting to put long balls into the box. He dealt with everything. He got a bang on his head. Because George Hurst come on, and he's actually really good in the air. Actually really effective. And he came on and he stopped him and also took a whack off him. Blood everywhere. Yeri Butcher, as he's now known. So I thought he did really well when he came on. Gylfi Sigurdsson, I've given him a 4. Was really slow and ponderous when he came on. He was like watching another Andre Gomez. So I've given him a 4. Bernard, a 5. Should have scored. How he's not scored, I don't know. He hit the post, but he should just be wrapping his foot around it. Shocking, really, if you ask me. And Nielsen Kunku, I've given him a 7. I thought he was excellent when he came on. I thought he was exactly what we've been missing. Some pace, some power, getting forward, taking people on, having a go at them. Sorry, just looking at all the chats in the comments about Toshin's alleged celebration. Funny. Yeah. So, there you go. As I said, the bright points today were the Corey coming on, Mina coming on, and Kunku coming on. I didn't even know we could have 5 subs. I thought the FA were going to kick us out at one point for making too many subs. But the players who started in the whole were pretty poor. Let's be honest, pretty poor. And we are very lucky that we're sitting here talking about a victory and we're into the 4th round. So there you go. As I said, it's really hard for some of these players to come into the side when they haven't been playing. But the other side of it is, though, if you want to grab a place in this team, you've got to come on and impress, and they're not impressing. So, I don't know, you can look at it both ways, can't you? But I see some other teams that are near the top of the league, and when their squad players get an opportunity, they really grab it. Because they know that might be the only chance they're going to get. So, it's whichever way you want to look at it, is it? There you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree with my comments? Don't forget, they're just my comments. I'm just a human being like you who watches Everton and gets angry. These are not the definitive player ratings. These are just mine. These are just my player ratings. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And listen, the good news is right now it's 25-4, and you can just get on with the rest of your day. There you go. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, give this video a link, come and join us on Patreon, live videos every single day. There will be a link just down here. Thanks for watching, see you later.